Welcome to our talk tonight with Ayurveda and yoga regarding the aura. And I want to talk about the aura because the aura is actually the subtle body. And this is a really important part of who we are. And it's something that in Western medicine, it's not considered because they're very materialist. That's how they look at the body, as just a physical body. Whereas in Ayurvedic medicine, in yoga, Chinese medicine, they understand that we are actually multi-layered. We have other bodies, basically, and they're called sheaths, or also called koshas. So I'm specifically going to focus on the aura, also called the subtle body, tonight. And that is because I want to talk to you about what is the aura? What is the subtle body? This is why most of us, when we're trying to understand what's happening to us mentally, physically, emotionally, that is in the subtle body. That is what makes up the subtle body. So the aura, the subtle body, is made up of your mental and your emotional subtle bodies. So I'm going to kind of go into detail about it here a little bit. So your energy body. So I've got a few notes here for you. The aura is the energy that surrounds the body. So there's some people that have been said to be able to see auras. I have done that occasionally. I don't see it all the time. There are different tools out there to measure auras as well. And the subtle body is made up of 3 koshas. Okay, so 3 of the sheets. So you have 5 kosha layers. 5 sheets that make up who we are, our existence. You have a physical body layer, you have a breath layer, you have a mind layer, an intelligence layer, and then you have your ether body, which is also called your causal body. So that is a whole nother layer. And that layer, by the way, is pure essence, pure joy. So that part of us is considered the bliss layer. So it's perfect. It's absolute. It's our soul. So if we break down the 3 koshas, the 3 layers that actually make up the aura, it would be the pranamaya kosha. That's your breath layer. That is part of the water element as well. And then you have your mind sheath, which is the maya layer, and that is what brings in our sensory impressions. And then you have the intelligence sheet and layer. I'm not so good with the terms; they're hard for me. The Jananaya Maya layer. So anyway, that's the intelligent layer, and that is the information layer. Okay. So the subtle body is involved in our movement and coordination of thought. It is forcing energy through our energy channels called the nadis and our chakras. When this subtle body energy is heightened, you actually expand consciousness. Okay. So the therapy that I do, that is my most favorite therapy, Ayurvedic therapy to do with people, is Marma. Marma therapy is working with the subtle body. It is so deep and so supportive and impactful as far as how it's going to help you and heal you, because it's working with those 3 layers. Now, the strength of your aura, remember your aura is your subtle body, has to do with your ojas. What is ojas? Ojas is your vital reserves. It's literally called your life sap. So Ojas for the aura brings in stability, brings in contentment. It is the energy behind the subtle immune system. The Ojas protects the subtle body. That a person who has good Ojas, they can walk into a room where there's like somebody who just had a fight and they might feel it, but they're not as impacted by it. So when people say they're empaths or they're super sensitive, they probably are, but that's an indication that they have weak Ojas. So a lot of people that I meet that are healers, they actually have pride in it. Oh, I'm really sensitive. I'm an empath. And they say that stuff. And what that tells me is that they have weak Ojas. I've literally had people say, oh, I can't go over there. That's too negative. It's, they're impacted by it. That has to do with your Ojas. So you've got to make sure when you're working with the subtle body, you have good, strong Ojas. It's hand in hand. So it's something that a lot of people don't consider. You are having a physical body experience. You are. You're in a body. So that means you have to take care of it. It's your container. It's your temple. And so to take care of your physical body allows for these subtle forces then to also be strong and also be supported. And by the way, when you work with the subtle body and you use like therapies like Marma, it is a way to heal so much faster because you open up all the energy channels and now you're accelerating your physical healing in the body. So that is our talk tonight about the aura. Very interesting. I want you to remember that aura and subtle body, they're the same. They're the same, just a different word for the same thing. Okay, so if you would like to come and try the Marma therapy, I highly recommend it. It is incredible, incredible. It will help you completely remove stuff that you've been carrying in your life for years and years and years, and you can just dissolve it. I'm not kidding. All right, so hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next talk.